Full Metal Jacket, 1987, Stanley Kubrick's gritty and unforgettable Vietnam War epic, remains a landmark in film history. With its unflinching look at the horrors of war and its intense, iconic performances, like Matthew Modine's Private Joker and our Lee Ermey's unforgettable gunnery Sergeant Hartman, the film cemented its place as a cultural phenomenon. But what happened to the talented cast who made this masterpiece so memorable? Now, 37 years later, we take a deep dive into their lives in 2024, uncovering career milestones, personal struggles, and lasting legacies. From Hollywood triumphs to quieter paths, discover where the stars of Full Metal Jacket are today. Ronald Lee Ermey was born on March 24, 1944, in Emporia, Kansas. He was 43 years old when he landed his most iconic role as Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, a role that cemented his place in film history. Ermey's early life was far from easy, with a difficult childhood that included growing up in poverty and dealing with an abusive, alcoholic father. After serving in the U.S. Marine Corps, including a tour in Vietnam, he used his military experience to transition into acting, initially taking smaller roles before being cast in Full Metal Jacket. His portrayal of Hartman, known for his brutal training methods and relentless insults, was so convincing that it became his defining role. In his later career, he found success in supporting roles in both film and television, often playing authoritative figures. His personal life was marked by 2 marriages, both of which ended in divorce, and health struggles as he grew older. Ermey passed away on April 15, 2018, at the age of 74, due to complications from pneumonia. Bruce Boa, born on July 10, 1930, in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, was 57 years old when he portrayed the Poge Colonel in Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Boa's performance as the authoritative and strategic military officer was well received, but his career did not reach the sustained success many had hoped for. He had a number of roles in television and film but never became a household name. His personal life was marked by hardship, including 2 failed marriages and emotional struggles, particularly after the death of his first wife. Boa faced significant financial difficulties in his later years and battled depression, which affected his ability to work. Despite his earlier promise, his career faded in his later life. Boa passed away on April 17, 2004, at the age of 73, after a battle with cancer, a disease that took him quietly after years of personal and professional turmoil. Stanley Kubrick, born on July 26, 1928, in New York City, was 59 years old when Full Metal Jacket, 1987, was released. Known for his precise and visionary direction, Kubrick was also the voice behind the character of Murphy, a subtle yet impactful addition to the film. Although Kubrick is widely recognized for his extraordinary filmmaking in classics like 2001, A Space Odyssey and A Clockwork Orange, his life was not without personal struggles. He was a perfectionist, often alienating those around him with his demanding nature, and his relationships, including his marriage to Christiane Kubrick, were marked by tension. Kubrick's intense dedication to his craft led to long periods of isolation and personal sacrifices. Despite his critical acclaim, Kubrick was often plagued by feelings of loneliness, and his career consumed much of his personal life. He passed away on March 7, 1999, at the age of 70, due to a heart attack, just days after completing Eyes Wide Shut, his final film. Matthew Modine, born on March 22, 1959, in Loma Linda, California, gained worldwide recognition for his role as Private J.T. Joker Davis in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, where his character, a sharp-witted Marine combat correspondent, stood out for his dark humor and cynicism in the face of the brutality of war. Modine's career began with promise, but he struggled with typecasting after his success in Full Metal Jacket, leading to a series of roles in films like Vision Quest and Birdie that did not match the same level of recognition. His personal life has seen its own challenges. He married Caridad Rivera in 1980, and the couple has 2 children, but their relationship faced strains, including a period of separation. Modine also experienced the emotional weight of losing close friends, notably are Ermey, who passed away in 2018. Despite these struggles, Modine remains active in his acting career and philanthropic work, continuing to take on roles and speak out on social issues. As of now, he is still pursuing his passions, at the age of 65. Vincent D'Onofrio, born on June 30, 1959, in Brooklyn, New York, is best known for his haunting portrayal of Private Leonard Gomer Pyle Lawrence in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, a role that revealed the intense psychological toll of military training. His childhood in Brooklyn was difficult, marked by bullying and struggles with self-esteem, but acting became a way for him to channel his emotions. D'Onofrio's career was launched with Full Metal Jacket, though he faced the challenge of typecasting and the psychological strain of such a demanding role. His personal life saw him marry actress Karen Van der Donk in 1997, with whom he has 2 children. Despite their strong connection, their marriage has had its ups and downs, including a period of separation. D'Onofrio has also struggled with depression throughout his career, which influenced his personal and professional decisions. He found success again in television, especially with his role in Law and Order: Criminal Intent, which earned him widespread acclaim. Now 65, D'Onofrio continues to work in film and television, reflecting on the personal and professional challenges that have shaped his journey. Adam Baldwin, born on February 27, 1962, in Winnetka, Illinois, is best known for playing the tough, no-nonsense soldier Animal Mother in Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Baldwin's portrayal of the battle-hardened machine gunner was a defining role in his career, which spanned further successes in films like The Patriot and TV shows such as Chuck. However, Baldwin's personal life has not been without its hardships. He married Ermey in 1988, and the couple has 3 children. Their relationship, though enduring, has faced significant struggles, including a time of separation and personal loss, such as the death of his younger brother. Baldwin has been a vocal political figure, which often put him in the spotlight for reasons outside of his acting career. Today, Baldwin lives a more private life but continues to act in both television and film, balancing his career with his family responsibilities. At 62, he remains active in the industry while maintaining a low profile in the public eye. Arliss Howard was born Leslie Richard Howard on October 18, 1954, in Independence, Missouri. At 33, he portrayed Private Cowboy in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, a role that showcased his talent for playing characters who provide leadership and stability in chaotic situations. Howard's childhood was marked by instability and hardship, including the trauma of growing up in a broken home. Despite these early struggles, he pursued a career in acting, landing various roles in film and television, although he often found himself relegated to supporting parts. His portrayal of Cowboy was one of the highlights of Full Metal Jacket, but Howard's career did not experience the same level of fame as some of his co-stars. His personal life included 2 marriages, both of which ended in divorce, and he faced emotional challenges throughout his life, often struggling with depression and the pressures of his career. Now 70, Howard is mostly retired from acting and lives a more private life, away from the public eye, reflecting on his journey both professionally and personally. Dorian Harewood was born on August 6, 1950, in Dayton, Ohio. He was 37 years old when he portrayed 8-Ball, a loyal and brave Marine, in Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Harewood had a difficult upbringing after losing his father at a young age, which forced him to mature quickly and take on adult responsibilities early in life. He began acting in the late 1970s, finding steady work in television and film, though he never reached the stardom that some of his peers achieved. His role as 8-Ball in Full Metal Jacket showcased his talent and charisma, but his career trajectory remained inconsistent, marked by both periods of success and lengthy breaks between major roles. Harewood has been married twice, though both marriages ended in divorce, and he has no children. Despite his early promise as an actor, he faced challenges finding consistent roles and eventually stepped away from the limelight. Now 74, Harewood lives a quieter life, far from the Hollywood spotlight, reflecting on his career and personal journey. John Terry, born on January 25, 1950, played Lieutenant Lockhart in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, a war correspondent who offered a thoughtful and insightful perspective on the events in Vietnam, questioning the moral and ethical dilemmas of war. His portrayal captured the complexity of the conflict through the eyes of the media. Terry's career included a mix of television roles and film appearances, but he was often overshadowed by more prominent actors of the time. His personal life also carried its share of tragedy. He married actress Meryl Dandridge in 1984, but their relationship faced constant strain due to Terry's long hours working on various projects, leading to their eventual separation. They had one child, a son named Noah, but their marriage ended in divorce. In the years following, Terry struggled with bouts of depression, partly stemming from the emotional toll of his failed marriage and his fluctuating career. Despite these challenges, he found solace in his passion for theater, but his career never regained the momentum it had in the early years. Terry is now 74 and is largely retired from acting, living a quiet life away from the public eye. Ed Orosz, born on July 4, 1949, is best remembered for his role as Lieutenant Touchdown in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, where his character was a no-nonsense, tough Marine officer who demonstrated resilience and bravery in the battlefield. While Orosz's role in the film was brief, it made a lasting impression on audiences. His career, however, was a mixture of highs and lows. He appeared in a variety of TV shows and films, such as Red Heat and The Punisher, but he struggled to find roles that fully showcased his talents. Off-screen, Orosz's personal life was complicated. He married actress Lucy Lin in the late 70s, but their marriage ended in divorce after many years. They had 2 children together, though the pressures of their high-profile careers took a toll on their family. Orosz also faced financial struggles during some periods of his career, as well as health challenges. Despite these setbacks, he continued to act, though his roles became less frequent. As of now, Orosz, at 75, remains somewhat active in acting, though he is largely out of the public eye. Tim Colceri, born on June 15, 1951, in Canton, Ohio, was 36 years old when he played the door gunner in Full Metal Jacket, 1987. His role as a cynical and darkly humorous soldier became iconic, offering a chilling portrayal of how war strips away humanity. Despite this memorable performance, Colceri struggled to find sustained success in Hollywood, with many of his later roles being small or forgettable. His career was hindered by typecasting, and he often faced frustration at being overlooked for more substantial roles. His personal life was similarly challenging, with multiple failed relationships and difficulties maintaining a stable family life. Colceri was married at least once, but like his career, his personal life faced many ups and downs, leading to divorce. The emotional toll from his experiences in Hollywood and his personal life left lasting scars. At 73 years old, Colceri has mostly stayed out of the public eye, and though he continues to live in relative privacy, much of his life remains unknown. Kirk Taylor, born in 1959, portrayed Payback in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, a Marine who epitomized loyalty and fierce combat skills. Payback was a reliable and formidable presence on the battlefield, always ready to support his comrades in arms. After Full Metal Jacket, Taylor appeared in several television shows and movies, but his career did not achieve the same level of recognition as his role in the film. Taylor's personal life was marked by several difficult circumstances. He married his longtime girlfriend, Mary Grace, in the early 80s, but their marriage struggled under the pressures of his career. They had 2 children, but Taylor's commitment to his career ultimately led to the dissolution of their marriage. He faced several personal battles, including financial difficulties, and was devastated by the loss of his younger brother in a car accident. These challenges led to a period of deep depression, which caused him to step back from acting for several years. Today, at 65, Taylor is living a quieter life, away from the limelight, and has worked on various small projects, though he remains largely out of the public eye. David Perry was born on April 19, 1954. At 33 years old, He played a recruit at Parris Island and a member of the Vietnam platoon in Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Perry grew up in England and had a passion for acting from a young age, later moving to the United States to pursue a career in theater and film. His performance in Full Metal Jacket was a part of a large ensemble cast, and although his role was not central, it contributed to the overall authenticity of the military experience depicted in the film. Perry faced many challenges in his personal life, including a series of unstable relationships and financial difficulties. He was married briefly but struggled with the pressures of fame, which ultimately led to his divorce. Perry also faced mental health struggles, particularly anxiety, which was exacerbated by the nature of his acting career. Now 70, Perry has largely stepped away from the entertainment industry and lives a quieter life, reflecting on his time in the business and his personal journey. Sal Lopez, born on November 8, 1954, in Mexico, was 33 years old when he played The Rock in Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Lopez's character in the film, a tough and resilient Marine, mirrored the strength and determination he often displayed in his career. However, despite his standout role, Lopez's career was marked by typecasting, which limited the variety of roles he was offered. He also faced personal difficulties, including a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce. Lopez had 2 children, but his relationships were strained, and balancing family life with his acting career proved difficult. His emotional struggles, combined with professional setbacks, cast a shadow over his life. Lopez, now 70 years old, lives away from the spotlight, having retreated from acting. His career and personal life were fraught with challenges, but he remains an enduring figure from the film. Marcus D'Amico was born on December 4, 1965, in Frankfurt, Germany. He was 22 years old when he played Hand Job, a nervous and pressured recruit in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, whose character experiences the intense and brutal training at Parris Island. D'Amico's childhood was marked by instability and the challenges of being raised in a military family, constantly moving and adjusting to new environments. He started his career in theater before transitioning to film, but his role in Full Metal Jacket was one of his most significant. Unfortunately, D'Amico's life was plagued with personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse, which affected his career and relationships. He had a difficult time finding consistent roles after the success of Full Metal Jacket, and his personal life was marked by several failed relationships. Despite his challenges, he remained passionate about acting, often appearing in smaller roles on stage and screen. Tragically, D'Amico passed away on December 16, 2020, at the age of 55, due to complications from pneumonia. David Palffy, born on March 5, 1969, in Canada, was 18 years old when he appeared in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, as the mass grave soldier. Though his role in the film was brief, it was an unforgettable part of the grim portrayal of war's harsh realities. Palffy's career, much like his character, experienced ups and downs, with several supporting roles in television and film, though he never reached widespread fame. His personal life, too, was complicated. Palffy has experienced relationship struggles and faced difficulties in maintaining family connections. He married but later divorced, and his personal life has often been marked by emotional challenges. He also faced several years of unemployment between acting gigs, which led to financial instability. Despite these setbacks, Palffy has worked steadily in television and film, though his career never fully blossomed. Now 55 years old, Palffy remains involved in acting, living a quieter life away from the spotlight and continuing to reflect on the challenges and sacrifices that have shaped his journey. Who is your favorite character from Full Metal Jacket? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.